Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
The Daily Compliance News for February 17, 2025. Happy President's Day. The Canceling the Leases edition. And we begin with that story from Reuters, which says that the Trump administration, Elon Musk and DOGE are looking at canceling leases of space used by federal judiciary. I wonder why on earth that could be. Could it be because they're trying to strong-arm the courts into doing what they want and not ruling against them? I can't believe that. Next up, from the Wall Street Journal, Risk and Compliance Journal, Richard Vandeford reporting that the British bank Barclays is facing a probe from the UK Financial Crimes Authority, or Financial Conduct Authority rather, over alleged money laundering. The FCA is UK's main financial regulator, and it's conducting a civil enforcement action into Barclays' controls, the bank said. The FCA has not responded, but the probe focuses primarily on historic oversight and management of high-risk customers. The investigation touches on Barclays Bank UK, which handles the retail banking for individuals and small businesses in England. Next up, also from the Wall Street Journal, this time from the media section, Paramount executives are asking if they settle the lawsuit brought by Donald Trump regarding the Kamala Harris interview, will that put them at the risk of paying a bribe? Well, it could well do so. Interestingly, the question is also whether or not their E&O coverage will cover it, because certainly you can't make an E&O payment for an illegal act. I suppose it would turn on the spurious nature of the lawsuit, and if you're going to claim that edits are illegal, I'm not quite sure how you would ever even do a podcast, because even podcasts get edited. So is it an illegal act for paying a bribe to a government official? At this point, it appears to be an open question. And finally, from CNN, how the Trump's Justice Department has gutted the government's ability to chase public corruption. The article says that it gutted the federal government's ability in a matter of weeks. Since Inauguration Day, the DOJ has paused all investigations into corporate foreign bribery, curtailed enforcement of foreign agent registration law, and de-emphasized criminal prosecution of Russian oligarchs. Senior administration officials are considering eliminating the department's public integrity section, which investigates and prosecutes alleged misconduct by federal, state, and local officials. I wonder why on earth they would want to do all of that. So the DOJ is moving to fulfill this part of the Trump legacy by getting rid of those who oversee bribery and corruption, so that no doubt they can move to do such actions themselves. And the Eric Adams dismissal is only one other instance. Good luck. At the start of this podcast, the sponsor for the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico. Well, Ethico has a great new offering this month for you, a toolkit for middle managers. This is something that you, as the compliance professional, can use to move your compliance program forward by giving middle managers the skills necessary to answer a call for speak up, or when someone comes in their office and raises a concern. I can't think of a tool that will be more valuable for you in the current era of enforcement. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.